Well, howdy there, guys. Welcome back to Stewie MTG, and today we have Varina, the Lich Queen. MTG Cool Dude will be proud. One, and Esper, a white, a blue, and a black for a 4/4 zombie wizard. Whenever you attack with one or more zombies, draw that many cards, then discard that many cards, you gain that much life. So we are going to be cycling through quite a bit of our deck. The second ability is 2 mana, exile 2 cards from your graveyard, and create a 2/2 black tapped black zombie creature token. I rarely use that ability. Mainly it's swing with a bunch of zombies and filter through the cards in my deck. With that, it wouldn't be a zombie deck without a particular planeswalker. That one being Liliana herself. We've got ourselves here Liliana Death's Majesty and Liliana Dreadhorde General. With that, let's jump into our undead zombies. We have ourselves Shambling Ghast, Champion of the Perished, Cryptbreaker, Vizier Seer, Valmire Knight. And you gotta have, if there's blue in your zombie commander's color identity, you gotta include a copy of the Drowned. Our really first big introduction to non-black zombies all the way back in the dark. Got ourselves Jadar, Ghoul Caller of Nephalia. Got ourselves White, Wayward Servant, Shepherd of Rot. There is nothing quite like rotting your opponent out when you tap the Shepherd because you have 20 zombies in play. Just got to make sure you keep gaining that life, but our commander gives us that life. Got ourselves Undead Augur, Corpse Knight. A recent introduction is Magus of the Bridge. Whenever a non-token is put into the graveyard, we get a zombie. Whenever a creature is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, you exile it. So you got to be careful about your timing on this. Buffs in with Cemetery Reaper. We have ourselves a Diregraph Colossus. Buff with Death's Baron, Lordy of the Accursed, Diregraph Captain, Glistening Overseer. Hexproof and Menace is nothing to scoff at. We got Vizier of the Scorpion. The tokens have Death Touch. We have ourselves here Wilhelt, Endling. I loved the Ling cycle. Especially what really got me originally was the blue Ling of the cycle. And I was really glad to see when this one came out in one of the Masters series. But on top of having Varina and Liliana, you gotta have Gisa. Gisa just kind of fits the whole hot, loving zombies, crazy lady theme. Got ourselves Tomb Tyrant for the buffs. Here's Gisa, and I believe it's her brother, Gisa and Geralf. Tormod, of course, has to go in there. Graveborn Muse. Grave Defiler. A foily Undead War Chief to make those zombies costless, and a very big buff. We have a Poppet Stitcher. Hordewing Scab to give our zombies flying. Grey Merchant of Asphodel. You can't have zombies without Gary. Corpse Harvester to search up a zombie and a swamp. Eternal Skylord. Give another opportunity to give our creatures flying. Ghoul Caller Gisa. And God Eternal Oketra. Because you gotta love those 4/4 black zombie warriors with vigilance. How are we going to get all these zombies out? Especially our favorite legendary creatures. The Tormods, the Gisas, the Lilianas. Well, we got ourselves a Soul Ring. An Arcane Signet. A kind of messed up Jet Medallion, but I ain't going to complain. The prices of medallions these days is ridiculous. I remember even in the earlier years when they first came out, when they hit $20, I about had a heart attack. Mana Geode, Commander's Field. Now some regular artifacts. We've got Book of the Vile Darkness, just because. Bontu's Monument to make those creatures cost less. And Grimoire of the Dead. This is a recent inclusion. I'm still playing around with it. We'll see if it stays. On to our instants and sorceries. We have a Disenchant, a Lazotep Plating, Goo Caller's Chant, a Dark Salvation, Sleep, Diabolic Tutor, Blood on the Snow, and for fun, Army of the Damned, and some enchantments with Phyrexian Reclamation, Dreadhorde Invasion, Endless Ranks of the Dead, Liliana's Mastery, Open the Graves, and lastly, wouldn't be a true zombie deck without some Rooftop Storm action. No, there's no combos with Rooftop Storm. I do not have a Gravecaller, so that helps to cut out the combo potential in this deck to keep it more fun. On to our non-basic lands, we have Path of Ancestry, Arcane Sanctum, Command Tower, Bajuka Bog, Caves of Koilos, Tainted Isle, Temple of Deceit, Terramorphic Expanse, if it gets in there, Myriad Landscape, Evolving Wilds, Fabled Passage, and lastly, the Brian Canada special of Rogue's Passage. With that, this has been my Varina Zombies deck. Stay tuned as we take a look at Sphinx Tribal in Esper. Catch y'all later.